doesn't love a multitasker? One product that can do multiple things.
I'm the one tool that does it all.
You are the one tool that does it all. How many of these have been sold, Allison? Oh my gosh, my producer Allison has mentioned to me that over 10 million
Listen, I don't mess around.
of this H2O X5 mop have sold, and let me tell you why. Top to bottom, wall to wall, steam cleaning without any chemicals. Not only will it clean your floors, it's gonna freshen your carpets, guys. It's a handheld steamer, it's a glass cleaner. It's an upholstery steamer. You can use it on your marble, ceramic, stone, linoleum, sealed hard floors, your rugs, and everything in between. It's the only show that we have it on sale. Only airing, it's $79.95. 5 gorgeous colors to choose from. We have purple, platinum, candy apple red, magenta, rose, or blue. Those are all the ways that you can use it. Free shipping. And it's $19.99. You guys have been so nice to us with your phone calls. If you own this H2O Mop X5, call us and tell us why you love it. This is 6 pounds of just sheer power and steam, right?
This is power. Let me tell you, if you've been thinking about steam cleaning, or you don't know anything about it, or if you had an experience with steam cleaning and it didn't live up to everything you wanted it to, take a look at this. This is the H2O X5 Dual Blast. It's everything you need in a steam cleaner. I'm going to start off with this in the mop mode, all right? And it's got this great, fantastic head, the Dual Blast head. The steam comes out of the front, all right? And you push this button, ready? And it comes out of the bottom, all right? So you can lay down a blanket of steam in front of it, or you can lay it underneath. And I'm just going to show you the power of this on an unusual demonstration, because people ask me, you know, how good is this? Watch this. This is a wax pencil here, or like crayon, okay? If I did this to your carpets at home, you would kick me out of the house, all right, okay? Black carpet. The reason I'm using black carpet is because you can see the steam, all right? So I think it's fair to say I've drawn on that. Watch this, okay? I'm going to set this down on top of it, and we're just going to work it back and forth. What's going to happen here is the steam is going to penetrate into the fibers of the carpet. It's going to relax the nap, and as if by magic, all right, we're going to stay right there. Okay, watch this. Give me about another 5 seconds. All right, we'll tilt that back, okay, and I'll tilt it back, and you will see that the crayon has gone from the carpet onto the steamer. This is an incredible cleaning system. It sanitizes. Yes. Before I really get started, there's a claim that I want you to know, okay, before I start cleaning, because once I start, it's difficult for me to stop. There's an important claim that we can make with this. It will kill up to 99% of E. coli. Here we go. You can read it, Marlo, if you want, because I can barely read that.
E. coli, salmonella, and certain other strains of bacteria when held on some hard surfaces for 10 to 15 seconds. And why is that important? Because we think about all the chemicals that most of us are using currently that you want to be able to disinfect and to sterilize. Well, this does the same thing without using chemicals, which is why so many people love it. We're offering it tonight at the lowest price with the free shipping and for under $20. If you own it and love it, call us. We're going to get to cleaning. So we showed you how it's going to freshen up your carpet. My favorite thing is the what?
Let's just do the tile. Let's do it. And I want to show you how quickly.
Love the job it does on your grout.
Yeah.
If your grout has gotten a little dingy,
you want to try this.
Yeah,
and I want to show you, a lot of people get confused with this. They think it's just a steam mop. One click, okay, the handle comes off. Another click, the mop head comes off. We click on the jet nozzle that comes with it. We press our button. It uses normal tap water. 1 is the lowest setting, 4 is the highest setting. If you could grab me one of those blue mitts over there, Marlo, while I get to town. This will lay down a blanket of steam. It comes out at over 225 degrees, all right? So if you're cleaning up after dogs or cats, or old grout, it could be floor grout, it could be bathroom grout, it could be in the kitchen, it makes no difference. There's 2 ways to do this. You do it the hard way, down on your hands and knees, you put your cleaning clothes on, you get your toothbrush out, you get the toxic chemicals out, you're coughing, you're sneezing, you're hating life because you're doing a job that nobody wants to do, or you get this at home and you let that boiling water safely, effectively, quickly break down the years of buildup without using any chemicals. All right, I'm just literally letting it do the work here, because I've got the power of steam combined with the power of the nylon brush, okay? Boiling water will help make this old grout look like new. It's so easy, it's not even funny. You get about 15 to 20 minutes on one serving, all right, okay? And look at the difference. Wow. There's the before and there's the after. While we're here, one touch operation. 1 is the lowest setting, 4 is the highest setting. I've got it on number 4 right now because I'm doing the tough job. When we do the floors in a second, we're going to dial it down to number 1. Fresh water in here, okay? It holds 13.5 ounces, 1,200 watts of power. This is everything you need in a steam cleaner, and that's it. You don't need any more power. You don't need any more accessories. With the dual blast head, this will get almost everything done. I want to move over to the floors and spend a little bit of time on the floors, if that's all right. Do you want to do a little switcheroo?
Sure,
you okay there?
I'll hang out here.
Right? Yeah.
Especially on the floors where it doesn't leave any sticky residue. You know, you think about that. And again, above board, we're going to take you into the bathroom, into the kitchen. We've shown you the grout. I mean, instead of hiring a professional, just spend a few minutes cleaning and keeping that grout nice and clean. I'm telling you, it's a multitasker. We call it the 5-in-1. Over 10 million have been sold in one version or another since we've launched it. And today's show, it's the only airing, and it's one of the best prices we've ever shared with you with the free shipping for $19.99. Now this floor, it's in bad shape.
It's grubby floor. Yeah. What's happening is here, the steam is loosening the dirt and the microfiber pad is lifting it in. The only thing I want you to know when you get this home on your floors, you only have to have it on the lowest setting, which is setting number 1. You don't have to have it on that super high setting because you just want the pad to get hot, and it will get hot. You give it a little kiss of steam, all right? Once again, I talk about wood floors, just like I did with the swivel sweeper. We spend a lot of money on our wood floors. A lot of people don't know how to clean them. A lot of people use vinegar, which is kind of okay, but eventually it will kill the finish. And if you use a waxy cleaner, you get all the buildup. With this, you're just using steam, water, okay? And it's heated up to the right temperature. It will take off the scuff marks. It will clean your wood. It will polish your wood. It won't leave a soapy residue. The head swivels side to side. You say, I can't stop that swivel in action. Okay, it's all in the wrist. All right? All you do, just work it back and forth on this wood floor. It'll take off the scuff marks. It'll clean and polish all at the same time. The heads go in the washing machine. If you've got stone or marble or terrazzo, a lot of people in Miami got that old beautiful kind of antique terrazzo. If you live up north and you've got old wood floors, you'll love this. If you live in a palace, okay? My brother always tells the joke of Your Majesty, okay, all right? This will clean, okay? Wherever you want to clean, it's safe on all kinds of surfaces. It cleans and polishes. And once again, you've got that dual blast head. Got a sticky mess right here, okay? It's disgusting. It's like chocolate syrup and strawberry something or other. All you do is you press the button down now, and we lay down a blanket of steam in front of the head. And what that's going to do, that's going to loosen all that sticky mess up, and then we're just going to go through that like a hot knife goes through butter. Clean, polish, deodorize, sanitize without using any chemicals. And look at the power of that steam as it goes over the black stone right there. It's not a little pathetic bit of steam, this is like it's like a steam engine. It's like a dragon, like breathing fire. It really is. And I like the fact, one of the reasons that I really kind of got on the H2O bandwagon was because I like the fact you have continuous steam. And there's the pad on the bottom right there. These go in the washing machine. You pop them in the washing machine. They're ready to go. And then all you got to do is set it down on the ground. You grab a new one right here.
And I should mention that we do sell the pads separately.
The extra pads.
So I think most people that buy this tend to want to have a few of them, which is really nice. This is a perfect time for me to invite you to place your orders. We've got 5 great colors to choose from. So choose your favorite color. Get in on the special value. We're going to be heading off to New York because Lori already owns it. And Lori, it's nice to have you be a part of the show. I'm Marlo, and Anthony is coming around. What do you think about your X5, Lori?
I love it. I bought it the last time it was on the air. I had it, I think, for about a month or so. I have terrazzo floors, and I have another one, and I didn't think I had enough steam with that one, so when I saw the demo on this the last time, I decided to give it a try because the price was right, and it's absolutely phenomenal how it cleans the floor. I use it primarily in the kitchen and in the bathroom. And as I said, the terrazzo floor is just beautiful the way it cleans that.
Oh, that's great. And don't you love that you can dial up the steam when you need to, lower it when you need to?
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, it's such a breeze compared to the old mop and bucket, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
A lot cleaner, a lot faster. I'm thrilled that you love it. Did you buy it around July?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
That's great. That's great. That was the last time that we aired it. I'm thrilled to know that you love it. Thank you for letting us know, Lori, and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you for speaking with me. Have
Thank
a good
you.
evening.
You
Thank
too.
Laurie.
Bye-bye. How nice
Appreciate
is
the call.
that?
Thank you. You know what? I love what she said about the power. She almost took the words out of my mouth. It's one of the things I
Right.
particularly like about this because the steamers for so long, they took too long to heat up.
Right.
And they weren't powerful enough.
That's
this is
power.
lightweight and you got power. Let's take this in the bathroom here. Let's talk about cleaning bathrooms for a second. It's gross. Nobody likes to do it. You've got cooties here, cooties everywhere. You've got to clean the toilet. You've got to wear rubber gloves. You've got to buy all the toxic chemicals. You're cleaning up after everybody else. It's just normally not just you using the bathroom. This is where, in my opinion, this is worth every single penny, just for cleaning the bathroom. Firstly, you can ditch the toxic chemicals. This will clean as good as ammonia or bleach. If I hold this on this fixture for 10 to 15 seconds, it's going to help kill 99% of germs like E. coli and salmonella on contact. And it makes sense because it uses boiling water. And we all know from kids back in the day when you wanted to, sanitize something, you use boiling water. This is a way of getting that boiling water to the point of contact quick and easy.
And I think this is going to be a good time, and I apologize for getting in there, Anthony, but let's put up that graph, guys, because you're talking about boiling water and where hands touch and where there are obviously a lot of germs. One of the unique features about this particular X5 is that we can say that it helps to remove up to 99% of E. coli, salmonella, and certain other strains of bacteria when held on some hard surfaces for 10 to 15 seconds. So you're sanitizing, and you're doing it without using those traditional chemicals.
Without using chemicals. And I tell you right now, I don't mention the word sanitize enough. This will get this as clean as if you were to spray it down with bleach and spray it down with ammonia. And I'm not going to tell you that bleach doesn't work. It does. And ammonia, they all work, but they're toxic. You breathe it in, your eyes water, your skin gets dry, you get the hangnails, you're coughing. You might have someone in the house with allergies who's actually allergic to that. And a lot of people use those chemicals incorrectly. They use too much, and it's the wrong way to use it. And God forbid you mix them, you've got yourself a chemical cocktail on your hand. This sanitizes using nothing but water. All right, that's how great it is. You want to clean your toilet, I get excited when I clean toilets. There's a reason, all right? My first job ever in the United States, back in the 90s, was cleaning toilets for $4 an hour. And I had no idea what I was doing. And I used bleach, and I poured bleach into a spray bottle without watering it down. I sprayed it all over the toilet, and I can't even tell you how bad it was. I did get it clean, but I remember the smell. I remember how pungent it was. I remember coughing, and all the hair on my arms and my legs turned white. That was when I was like 18, okay? Now, if I had had this tool, look at this. You can sanitize your toilet without using any ammonia or any bleach. You want to do the toilet handle, no wonder I'm getting excited here. This is the second most contaminated thing in your house, statistically. Hold this in here on 10 to 15 seconds. You sanitize it, Marlo. It's unbelievable. Even this toilet seat, I think it's fair to say that looks relatively clean, all right? But if I take my flashlight right here and I turn it on, look at this. This is an ultraviolet flashlight. See that there? And it will light up, okay, all the areas where there's bacteria and germs and who knows what. Somebody else's cooties. Welcome, if you're buying this today, to the world of steam cleaning, of touchless cleaning. Without having to bend over with your head in the toilet, rubber gloves on, your cleaning clothes, wishing that someone else was doing it. All you've got to do is stand up. You're at a safe distance to the toilet. I love it. You wipe this down. By the way, this mitt, which is fantastic, comes with your purchase today. Get in, but this is the worst area in the house to clean. If you've got little boys at home, my brother's the worst. He always misses. I make him clean it up himself, okay? How you doing, little brother, if you're watching? Look at this, all right? It's an ongoing battle between him and I. This will get into the hinges, into those nasty areas, okay, that nobody likes to clean. And then you can get around here and wipe this down, and I'll put this down, wipe that, and I'll take that flashlight and look at this. Look at the difference.
Right.
Clean as a whistle, okay? And that is just using the power of steam.
And as long as you hold that steam down on those surfaces for 15 seconds, you're going to be sanitizing it. So in a matter of moments, you're going to see a clock up on the screen. The reason why we wanted to bring it to you is because we wanted to feature for you great products that are easy to use, but are true multitaskers. So on your grout, on your carpets, on any type of hard floor surfaces, and the bathroom, which we know probably one of the hardest places to keep clean. What puts us in a category on its own is because it does sanitize and because it transfers from being an upright design to a handheld steamer. So here's what we want to do. We're encouraging you to call lowest price ever, only